Welcome to the overview of Office of Personnel Management OPM Services Online. Are you frustrated with the long wait times when calling OPM for just a little information or a small detail you need to change? I'm going to show you what information is available to view and what information you can change using OPM Services Online. What can you do with an account? You can start or change a number of items. These things will have a yellow start, change, or delete button. You can start and change federal or state income tax withholdings, direct deposits, checking and savings account allotment to an organization, your profile and contact information, your mailing address. When you see the printer PDF icon, you can print or view items. The white question mark in the blue circle gives you information on the topic you are currently viewing. You are able to print or view monthly annuity payment statement, annual summary of payment, verify life insurance enrollment FIGLY, 1099-R IRS tax form, your retirement card, and request a copy of your annuity booklet. You can access services online two ways, by going to www.opm.gov, which is the long way, or the shortcut is www.servicesonline.opm.gov. This is the top of the screen when using opm.gov. Notice it gives you the operating status, and you will need to click the word retirement to proceed. From this page, you can access two ways. You can either click the quick link or click Learn More under Services Online. You do not have to log in to view this page and the links on the page. You can also report a death from this page. You are required to use a login.gov account to log into Services Online. If you already have a Services Online login using your CSA CSF number, when you log in using login.gov, it will guide you to link the account to OPM. This is a one-time action. Login.gov is one username and password for a number of participating government agencies. This streamlines your process and eliminates the need to remember multiple usernames and passwords. Participating agencies, in addition to OPM, is the VA, Social Security, and many others. If you do not have a login.gov account, there is a link on the Services Online login page to set up the account. You sign in by clicking the Sign In with Login.gov button, which brings up the Sign In page. You will enter your logon.gov email address and password. If you do not have a logon.gov account, there is a link to create an account. The next step is entering your security code. Even though it states one-time code, if you close your browser or access from another device, you will need to receive another security code to access again. You set up the method you receive your security code when you set up your login.gov account. This is the options for notification if the method you selected is smartphone. You can either get text message or automated phone call, and you can change it later if you wish. Once logged in, the dashboard will appear. On the left-hand side is the menu. I will address each of these items in this presentation. The menu is always visible on the left-hand side, and you can click it for any item and it will take you directly to that portion. For viewing purposes, I will not be showing the menu on the left-hand side for the rest of the presentation. You will see Welcome with last time logged and date, any recent transactions you have made, and your annuity summary. Note, after the middle of the month, it will reflect your next annuity payment. There are two sections for the profile page, Communications and Login.gov. This is the Communications section. Again, notice the yellow boxes. These indicate that you can make changes to these items. That holds true throughout. On this page, you can change your phone number, your email address, your communication preferences, and your address. Your address does show on this page, but not on this slide. Your communication preferences dictate how you will receive communications. Your selections are the 1099-R statement, the annual notice of annuity adjustment. If you select online on these two, then you will not receive a paper copy. However, you will receive emails related to the availability of your statement in Services Online. If you select U.S. Mail, you can still go online and view. General correspondence. If you select email, then you will receive periodic messages from Services Online notifying you of various topics that are only shared through email. Or you can opt out. I get very few emails from them. The Login.gov tab has the link to login.gov website to change or update your login.gov account, or you can unlink your OPM Services Online account here. Next is annuity statements. The default is your latest statement, which is your current payment, or if after the middle of the month, your upcoming statement payment. It shows the date for this payment 3 times. It will display your gross and your deductions, which is in insurance, Medicare, organizational allotments, etc., and the net amount, which is always considerably less than the gross amount. You can also view past statements by month for the current and past year, and the January ones for further back. Use the drop-down arrow to access the dates. Any comments on your annuity statement are at the bottom of the screen shown on the previous slide. Usually it is blank, except for the January statement, which comments on COLA, Medicare, insurance, etc. If you change the amount of taxes or allotments, it will reflect in the comments section for the month that occurs. A few questions that are commonly asked. Where can I locate the survivor rate payable? The survivor rate can be found on the January 1st statement. Why does the survivor benefit cost not show as a deduction? Survivor benefit cost is a reduction to the annuity rate, not a deduction. This means that your cost for the survivor benefits was determined and deducted when your gross rate was calculated when you retired. Why is there not a statement for my adjustment payment? Services Online displays regular monthly recurring payments. Interim payments and adjustment payments are not displayed. The summary of payments contains information regarding the recurring monthly payments that are issued to you. Generally, in the middle of the month, OPM authorizes payments that are payable for the first business day of the following month. The summary of payments does not include any adjustment payments that have been made. The information contained in the summary of payments is not to be used for income tax purposes. This section shows the current month amount, the year-to-date amount, and you can expand the year-to-date by clicking the year-to-date detail. Here is an example of what appears when you click year-to-date details as discussed in the previous slide. You have to click them separately. It will show you the monthly amount and it will show you the year-to-date amount. Your annuity payment will be electronically sent to the financial institution and account of your choice. The direct deposit section shows your bank routing number, bank name, account number, and account type. Again, you have the yellow box, which means you can change it. Generally, you can make changes until the middle of the month for it to take place the next month. It also shows the effective date when the change will be made. You can download and print a form with your current federal employees group life insurance FIGLY coverage. This section lists the type of coverage, the level of coverage, the amount of insurance before reduction, monthly reductions, final reductions. It does not show the current value. To inquire the current value, you email retire@opm.gov to request that your VOLI, value of life insurance, be mailed to you. Be sure to include your retirement claim number, CSA, CSF, in your email. While you can see your coverage amount, you will not be able to see your FIGLY designation of beneficiary election. If you're not sure who you designated as your beneficiary, or you have had a significant life change, such as marriage, divorce, or death, you may want to consider completing a new designation of beneficiary form. You should also file a new designation of beneficiary form whenever beneficiary's address changes. Failure to do so may mean that the Office of Federal Employees Group Life Insurance cannot locate your beneficiary and therefore cannot pay the life insurance death benefits due. There is a link to download and print a new designation of beneficiary form for completion. You can access your 1099-R tax form to view or print a statement for the current filing year and for previous years. Utilize the down arrow to access previous years. Federal tax withholding. Unless you specify a monthly withholding amount, OPM withholds federal income tax as if you are married and claiming 3 allowances. You can use the IRS tax calculator at opm.gov/retire to determine the appropriate amount of your monthly federal income tax withholding based on marital status and exemptions. Use Services Online to change the federal tax withheld from your annuity payment or specify the dollar amount withheld. You may change the amount whenever necessary. It will show the effective date of the change. You are responsible for entering state tax withholding information. It is not an automatic withholding. This section lists your current deduction amount and the participating states. You can change or stop at any time. The withholding amount must be in whole dollars. The amount must be at least $5. The amount cannot be more than the net amount of the payment you receive. If you do not know the monthly amount you want to withhold, contact your state tax office for information and assistance. OPM cannot withhold from any state that is not displayed in the drop-down box on the transition screen. States that are not listed do not participate for state tax withholdings to be withheld from OPM payments. There are 34 states and District of Columbia that participate. If you change your mailing address, changes to the state tax are not automatically updated. You are responsible for making any applicable updates. Again, it states the date of your change. Checking and savings allotments are voluntary deductions for allotments sent by direct deposit to a checking or savings account held in the name of the annuitant. You may have up to 2 allotments. The accounts must be maintained at a domestic financial institute. This does not include charities, savings bonds, garnishments, or other court orders, union, or organizational dues. You must maintain at least $100 net annuity payment. The allotment must be for a minimum of $50. This does not show the yellow box because I do not have any allotments for this sort. Instead, it shows a green box to start one, and it shows the effective date of the change. This section lists your organizational allotments with the name of the organization and the monthly amounts. You can start a new allotment or change an existing allotment or stop an existing allotment to an organization where you have a membership. You cannot make allotments in excess of the amount of your net payments. To start or change an allotment, select your organization from the list provided and enter the monthly amount you wish to be withheld from your annuity payment. Enter the withholding amount in dollars and cents. To stop an allotment, press the stop button next to the allotment you wish to stop. When the confirmation screen shows, press the stop deduction button. You will then receive a message showing that your request has been processed. It also lists the effective date of the change. Here is a list of the participating organizations. Transaction history. You can view a history of the changes you have made using the website during the last 14 months. These actions are processed the next business day. The information is grouped by the type of action, communication, phone number, and organizational allotment history. You can select the specific action to view the full detail of the change you made. Here is a sample of the communication transaction and view details. You can select a specific action to view the full details of the changes you made. You can also print out a retirement card. It is pre-filled with your information. You may want to put a copy with your in case of death instructions. You can view and/or print documents available to your account. How-to guides, which are print and services online. Booklet request. You request a copy of your current annuity or a duplicate of your initial booklet to be mailed to your address of record. 1099 request. Annual notice of annuity, current year plus prior years, basically your January annuity statement. An annual summary of payments available, current year plus 4 years of previous annual statements. The annual notice of annuity and the annual summary of payments have multiple years to select from. If you click on the red PDF icon, it downloads the document for you to print or view. This is a sample of the annual summary of payments. All the months are listed when you download. Don't forget to log out so others cannot access your information. As a security measure, it automatically logs off if there hasn't been any activity for a while. Important websites are opm.gov, login.gov, and NARF, your federal benefits experts, at www.narf.org. A helpful email address for all things retirement is retire@opm.gov. You always need to include your name and CSA retirement number when emailing OPM. Thank you for watching this presentation, and I hope it was helpful.